Election day overall, lots we could say about the results, but clearly, Sean, I'll apologize to you. I was wrong about the margins not mattering because I had no idea the margins would be so massive. And to me, it's a story of demography and geography. If the Republicans do as poorly in the suburbs and with certain demographic groups in the midterms as they did last night, they'll be wiped out. Wiped out. And there's a number of ways to illustrate that. Here's one way to illustrate it that I think is quite striking, which is how Republicans in the key races did with young women. Young women. This is number 104, please. Kind of incredible. Young women, 81% for Mamdani, 80% for Cheryl in New Jersey, 78% for Spanberger. You saw it with the Hispanic vote too, with the black vote, with the suburban vote. Again, it doesn't mean that these are blue states. It doesn't mean this will happen in every state in the country next year, but it could. It means Donald Trump did not consolidate them. And also, it means Democrats will have a lot of momentum. A few more things I want to show you, and then, gentlemen, turn it over to you. First, here's someone who believes Republicans got shellacked. The Republican candidate for governor of Ohio, Vivek Ramaswamy, 105, please.
We got our asses handed to us in New Jersey, Virginia, and New York City. Democrats swept all three. There's two key lessons for Republicans. Listen carefully. Number one, our side needs to focus on affordability. Make the American dream affordable. Bring down costs, electric costs, grocery costs, healthcare costs, and housing costs, and lay out how we're going to do it. And number two, cut out the identity politics. It doesn't suit Republicans. It's not for us. That's the woke left's game, not ours. We don't care about the color of your skin or your religion. We care about the content of your character. That's who we are.
All right, here's someone who doesn't think it was as big a deal, apparently. 127, please.
I don't think it was good for Republicans. I don't think it was good. I'm not sure it was good for anybody. But we had an interesting evening and we learned a lot. And we're going to talk about that. And I'll say a few remarks. And then after that, I'll ask the press to leave. The press has been very, very nice to us the last
Okay. Sean,
couple of months.
what did the president learn last night, do you think?
I got to be honest. I spent most of last night analyzing the results of Dancing with the Stars. I did not see the elimination of Danielle Fisher coming. I thought
none of us.
I thought this was Andy Richter's week, so I don't have much to say on that. I was analyzing. It was a big night, so
you want to just leave all the time for Dan? You can't.
I do. No. Look, my takeaways are a few. One, candidates matter. Two, campaigns matter. Three, mechanics matter. The get out the vote in Virginia effort was pathetic at best. If you actually look at Southwest Virginia, where Trump ran up the score, it was almost like Winsome Sears forgot that part of the state existed. You look at Loudoun County, where both Youngkin and Trump did fairly well. She underperformed significantly and took down the rest of the ticket. The consultants who ran the races, particularly in Virginia, I don't know as much about Virginia, should go on a list, public list, and never be hired again. Every single one of them. The money, the turnout effort, the ads, everything sucked. And I think that Republicans should learn that. Trump was not on the ballot, and I know he likes to say it, but it's actually true. You look at where she underperformed yesterday. Horrible, horrible, horrible. On the flip side, when the president said that no one won last night, and I'll let Dan weigh on this, but Democrats now own Mamdani and Jay Jones. I was appalled that Virginia voters, and I know 355,000 of them voted early, would elect a guy who espoused the views that Jay Jones did and wants to be the top law enforcement officer in the Commonwealth. It was appalling. So I think that if that's fine, look, politics is about winning. Democrats had a good night last night. There's no denying that. But they also own the people that got elected. And that means they own Zohran Mamdani and they own Jay Jones.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and two-way tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.